about to get into it. Hope you're excited, because I am. Got a little premiere for you. This is the full version. You didn't see the whole thing earlier. Dick Facce, My Lunch with Sonny. I'll see you in a minute. It's real talk!
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Whoa, until you meet us one day. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate. When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Whoa, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate.
I'm here at the friggin' Carnegie right now. Hey, lady, what are you doing on your phone? Are you calling your sister or something? Oh, what are you getting when you go in there? You getting like a pastrami sandwich or something? You give me the cold shoulder? How dare you? You gonna sit there on your stupid phone? You know how rude that is? Hey, this is 2021. How about you drop the stupid phone, right? And have a conversation. Like human to human, right? What are you doing there? Look at me. Were you playing freaking Tetris? You playing Tetris or something? Can't figure you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Anybody gonna give me a freaking moment here to talk? Excuse me, sir. I can't see through your freaking mountainous body. What are we doing with this body in front of me? Holy cow. I can't figure. I got this dum-dum here with this stupid back to me. What size jack is that? 74L? What's this guy doing with the 74L over here? I got her. She's the cell phone queen. This guy, the jacket, you know how much yarn they needed for this jacket? It's as much as you'd need for Ben Affleck's head if you were gonna make like a freaking beanie or whatever. So nobody answered me. Do we get a number? Do I just gotta stand here? Lady, what the hell is that person behind you pointing at? We get it. Yeah, look at the sky. Oh my goodness. The sky is blue. The sky is falling. Lady, put your stupid fingers down. What are we doing here? I can't figure. I'm down here at the stupid deli trying to get myself something to eat. Excuse me! Excuse me, sir! Can I go in front of you? I gotta use the bathroom. This guy. I'll tell you what, there's no movement to this line at all. If I give you a 20, you would think I could skip the line? Like, let me go next. Where am I table Carnegie Deli? Sonny. Oh, he's over there. Sonny, how's your cough doing? You brought it to Carnegie, huh? Freaking guy. Here comes Carnegie Deli, right? He can't leave the cough cup back at the shop. Hey, see now I'm leaving you the cough cup. Sonny, drop the cough cup, ask them here if they got a new one. Can they give you a new model? What'd you get? What are you eating? Is it good? Could I get like a little sample? Like a little bite? Sometimes you got like a nice person sits next to you. They offer you a nibble from their plate. So let me ask you a question. You're gonna disrespect the Facce? Sit there with your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, with the stupid glasses on her forehead. You can't pay respect and give me a sample of your stupid food? How about a sip of your Peps? Could I get a sip of your Peps? Sonny, there's no respect given. Sonny's got the cough cup. Okay, you won't give me a sample. What the frig is good here? What should I get? I got a table here, but I've never eaten at this establishment before. You can't tell me what's good and pay respect to the Facce. I'm here. I'm on my friggin' table here at the friggin' Carnegie's. I gotta clean the table off before I eat. You left crumbs. You're eating, you drop your crumbs over here on my part of the table. I gotta clean your crumbs from my table. I'll clean your crumbs from my table. How dare you? Sonny, what are you getting? What are you gonna get? Yeah, Silent Sonny. Oh, look at Silent Sonny. Friggin' guy. He sits there, cough cup. Why don't you do something with that dumb body? Let me sit there. How can I get a friggin'
Waiter, waitress, what are we doing here? I can't place an order. Whoa, how did you get your food? What do you got, like, will it? And they just show up? Like, how did you order? You can't even answer me. Pay respect. I can't figure. I can't figure. Facce. I'm here. I'm at my table, trying to figure out what's good. Excuse me. Can I pick your brain for a second? Hey, what did you get? What did you order? I see you ate the hell out of it. It's like the bowl is empty. You got like a couple Pepsis. You know that's not good for you, right? You had 2? You had 2 Pepsis? I'm sorry. And you wear your glasses on your head? You're that guy? I'm sorry. Oh, look at me. My head is getting protected from the sun. How dare you protect your stupid hair from the sun instead of protecting your dumb eyes? Oh, yeah, no, I just do it when I come in from this outside. How dare you? You can't walk around. I wear my sunglasses at night in the freaking deli. You can't say, hold on, no, man. I'm gonna take them glasses and I'm just gonna put them on the table. I'm gonna put them on my table while I ate a delicious sandwich here at the deli. What's going on in the stupid mind of yours? What does your wife think of that dumbness you got going on? I'm sorry, Sonny. This guy over here, you see, double Pepsi? He's gonna be up all night. Yeah, up all night. You obviously didn't read the freaking label. No. So if I had to choose between like a freaking Reuben or a Cubano, what would you go with? What are you doing? This guy. Let me ask you a question. This is gonna be a dislocated arm situation. Elbow in the Facce! Elbow in the Facce! Sonny, redeem yourself. Drop the stupid cough cup and give me a high five. Let me get it, Sonny. High five. Sonny, I'm gonna poke you in the eye. Sonny, I'm picking your nose, Sonny. He doesn't even move. He doesn't care. He's like, whatever. Sonny, I can't figure you out. You know what? I'm banishing you. In fact, I want to go with you. Let's go back to the Bronx. I'm at my table now. I feel more comfortable here. And I'm gonna deal with all those people, that dum-dum who wouldn't share a slice of his key lime pie with the Facce. Disrespect! Disrespect! I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people not paying respect to the Facce.
It's Monday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today,
And it's real talk.
For another way to
Ease my mind and help my living. It's real talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 805 in a row. The Mark Pires Real Talk Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every day. So head to YouTube, subscribe, and ding the bell. Head to Twitch, subscribe, ding the bell. Everybody else, whatevs. I'm just saying, you can follow everywhere. I'm all over the place. TikTok, I'm starting to do a lot more on TikTok. I've been dropping like multiple clips a day on TikTok, so follow me on TikTok. And let's blow it out. If I can get over 1,000 over there, I'm going to start going live over there and writing songs over there as well. So that could really get interesting. Anyway, guys, how's everybody doing? Day 805 in a row. We had a little Facce to start us off. What'd you think of Facce at the, Sig, is that sleep sofa as your picture? That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Sig has sleep sofa as his little his meme picture. Sleep sofa with the stupid mask. Look, my Aunt Judy told me to wear the mask. So I put one of my double diapers over my face. I said, look, it works just like the mask. It stops all kinds of liquids, like my poopies. Oh, sleep sofa, you're terrible. Why don't you go sign another executive order? Done. Oh, God. He did it. I shouldn't have asked. I shouldn't have said it. Sleepy, what are you doing? Why don't you go sign another executive order? I'm gonna do it right now. My Aunt Judy got one for me. I like it when kids sit on my lap. He said that. Oh. That's what happens when you nap for 18 out of the 24 hours of the day. You know what? He's got me beat. You guys know that, right? He's got me beat. He's got at least 33 years in a row of napping? That's a record. That's a record. Guinness. I want to open up a Guinness one day and say most naps in history and see the sleep sofa there. And then while he's got a pen, he's signing an executive order while he's asleep. And Kamala Chameleon standing behind him going, freaking people. Scary world we live in. I have to say, it's an interesting thing where it depends on where you are in the country, but there are certain places where if you go around, like it's like a war zone. You go to other places where people are just all about the previous awesome guy who was just funny, very funny. I always said if you didn't go and just watch the Trumper just to watch him, he was hilarious. He'd get up in front of everybody. Look, winning big league. We're gonna have a fantastic crowd. 56 billion, I think. Betsy, how many billion was it? It was a couple billion, Mr. President. That's fantastic, Betsy. I know we had a couple billion. We're winning big league. Look, guys, we are getting the woohoo in today. Give me that woohoo! Woohoo! The woohoo! You can't go wrong with a woohoo. You can't. It only is right. There's only one thing that a woohoo brings you. It's a smile and a piece of energy you didn't have prior. You're like, oh, I was sitting like this, and all of a sudden someone did woo-hoo, and you're like, gee, I'm ready to go. And I told you, you're in the ring. MMA, right? Ronda Rousey, other side. You're like, I'm going to take her. I got Ronda Rousey. I'm going to take her down, right? You get kicked in the face so friggin' hard, you forget your name for like 3 seconds. You forget, like, that you're alive. You're there just like, what is this? Oh, yeah, that's right. My name is John. It takes you a few days to come back to normal afterwards, right? You know. You're like, I can beat Ronda Rousey. You can't. You can't. Right in the middle getting kicked. Like I'm talking about. It's like a sledgehammer hitting you in the side of the face. It's almost like, if you imagine, just trying to give you painting a picture, right? It's like a sumo wrestler sat on your freaking head. That type of pressure. Kick right in the fotch. In that moment, when your brain is exploding, you hear someone in the crowd goes, woohoo! You're telling me you're not going to be like, yeah, my head's exploding. Yeah, I got to woo-hoo, yeah. That's not you. What the hell is wrong with you? If you can't react to a woo-hoo, then you got something wrong with you. You're like, Sonny. Like, seriously, Sonny with the stupid golf cup over there. You know how many times we got a woo-hoo going? Like a perfect woo-hoo. Fists over there. He's like, doesn't even react. Something wrong over there. There's something wrong with the guy, right? I mean, who doesn't react to a woo-hoo? You can't go through life without reacting to woo-hoo. What? Oh, yeah, sorry, Gino. Thank you for the express. I'm sorry. Thank you. Stelladoro as well. Gino, you're godsend. You know what I'm going to do with this, right, Gino? You know. You know what's going on there, Gino. Taking the old biscotti, taking your beautiful espresso. It smells amazing.
Gino, it smells perfect. Dump! Dump in a roll! You want to dump your scout? Let's start the friggin' show. Sonny, put the cough cup down. Say hi, Real Talk fame. They're here. They came to say hi to play. You can't drop cough cup, say hi, Real Talk family. My name is Sonny. I got huge fists. Sonny, you can't say to them, how hi, Real Talk family. My name is Sonny. I got something wrong with my friggin' fists. You can't tell them that if needed, you could take down walls. Demolition man over there. You don't need sledgehammers. Sonny the Fist. You gotta take down that wall? No problem. Sonny's available on Thursday. He can come down. Yeah. He could just throw on gloves that are made like NASA. They need to expand to fit around them friggin' fists. But when he hits stuff, it's done. It's done. There's no coming back when you get hit by that guy. Yeah. He was gonna go for the boxing like championship, right? They wouldn't let him. He's killing people. You didn't hear about him? Sonny killed like 15 boxers in a row. They're like, yeah, I gotta take this guy down. Sonny walked in with them friggin' fists. Covered in boxing gloves. You know how big that was? You know how big he was on friggin'... There's no way to walk around the ring. You got a box that's like stuck in the corner. This guy's all gloves. All gloves. Sonny, you're all gloves. What are we doing, Sonny? I can't believe you. You show up in the boxing ring, all gloves. You pick up one fist and just go, beep. That's all you gotta do. Poor guy died right there in the spot. The other guy kind of went through Sonny's legs. He got around him, started hitting Sonny in the back a little. He got like a couple of good shots in. Sonny did like a wackaroo. He turned his no-leg situation around. He did a flipper. He knocked that guy to Kansas. They were in New Jersey, at the Atlantic City. They were doing a big event. You didn't see this one? Sonny did the flipperoo, hit the guy through the window, wound up in Kansas. Oh no. I did. That's why do you think I keep him around? I need somebody to protect me. Next time Shaquille O'Neal comes here, if he's not here to pay respect, I got a Sonny right there. Right? Sonny, go back to drinking your cough. Done. He says done. Sonny, I can't figure you. You got Real Talk family here, they just want respect. They just want respect. And you're disrespecting this planet with your stupid fists. You and Ben Affleck, perfect couple. Humongous head. Stupid fists. Together, they're like the Cro-Magnon man. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Guys, what are we doing? Ah, I'm out of my freaking mind. Kansas. Ah. You knocked him to freaking Kansas. That's what Sonny does with his stupid fists over there. I feel kind of bad about Sonny's fists, right? Like you have to figure wherever Sonny really is, that guy's having a hard time walking through doorways, right? You gotta figure that guy can't find a pair of gloves, no man, right? You can't put a pair of gloves on if you're Sonny. They don't exist. He's wrapping it like saran wrap or something. Needs like 15 boxes of saran wrap. Get around one hand. A 30-box situation. Yeah. Nobody knows until you know. Oh, goodness, guys. We've been getting into a lot of crazy stuff here. I started working on the album today. Started taking songs and bringing them in. I'm hoping to have it up by the next week, something like that. We're going to have it up. Hey, Adisha from Indonesia, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the Real Talk Show. This is day 805 in a row. So if you happen to be on tomorrow, or the next day, or the day after, or in 5 months, I'll be here. I hope to see you. So I want to play you guys a piece of music here. while I get my guitars all set up, and then I may play a little beat seed along with this. This is the song we've been starting on. I just really love this. This is going to be, I think, the single on the album. Here we go. No, or it's not going to work, whatever. Let me get the audio up. Here we go. All right, guys, you ready for this? Nothing can stop us. We can make it through anything. I always get that wrong.
Wake up and find the sun shine and down on you. Nothing can bring you down, no. You're going to lead with light. Oh, you're going to brighten up the day. Don't you leave me, don't leave me all alone. And if you stay by my side, we can make it through anything. So hold my hand through the night, through the day, every day. Gonna make it my love. We're gonna make it through. Me and you, it's make it through anything. So if someone catch you walk on, that's okay. You just stand your ground and say, get out of my way. I'm going to find the positivity, and you can't stop it, no, not even if you try. No, I'll tell you why. I said, don't you leave me, don't leave me all alone. And if you stay by my side, we can make it through anything. So hold my hand through the night, through the day, every day. Gonna make it my love. We're gonna make it through. Me and you, it's make it through anything. We can't get through anything. Let's gather around family and friends. We're gonna get down every day till the sun ends. We're gonna make the most of it, make the most of it. Yeah, nothing gonna stop us, no. Nothing can stop that smile on your face. No, no. Nothing can replace it. No, you're going to change someone's day today. Don't you leave me, don't leave me all alone. And if you stay by my side, we can make it through anything. So hold my hand through the night, through the day, every day. Gonna make it my love. We're gonna make it through. Me and you, it's make it through anything. Come on, family, let's gather around and get together now. Say, come on, family and friends. Yeah. We're gonna party till the time ends. Yeah, come on, yeah, family and friends, party together. We can make it. This time gonna bring to the better. Because of you can say, don't you leave me, don't leave me all alone. And if you stay by my side, we can make it through anything. So hold my hand through the night, through the day, every day. Gonna make it my love. We're gonna make it through. Me and you, it's make it through anything. We can't get through anything.
we're gonna get down every day till the sun. And we're gonna make the most of it, make the most of it. Yeah, nothing gonna stop us now. Let's get down, family and friends. Let's get down, let's make the best of it. Oh yeah. Gather around, gather around, gather around, family and friends. Ooh, yeah. Gather around, family and friends. Yeah, this happiness never ends. Ooh, yeah, we're going to make it. Well, we want to make it. Nothing can stop us, no. I said that nothing can stop us, no.
That will be song 4 on the new album coming out in about a week. Oh, yes! Oh, goodness. How's everybody doing over there? Well, of course, the world is filled with darkness. It's night. That's a good one. Oh, I wish that was the only reason that it's filled with darkness, my friend. But we live in a world of hate. And we just rise above it here. Because we're all one. And everybody out there is just full of it. And if you believe the lies, and if you believe that we are divided, and you believe that everyone's racist, then you may be part of the problem and not part of the solution. The solution to me is that we start realizing that, like, we're all so, like, amazing. Each and every one of us have something so unique to offer this planet. And we're so caught up in the bullcrap societal, differences and the divisions instead of finding what's so unique about ourselves. Isn't that interesting? We've spent the entire year wasting time, afraid, terrified in our homes. And everything they've been doing is distracting us from the moment. We don't do that here. We live in the moment, and we don't let them distract us. And I'm trying to fix this brush. It's getting all beat up. I may have to buy a new set of brushes. But we don't, that's why I said, like, when I put this topic today, the world is filled with darkness, join us in the light. We've been for 805 days just pouring out pure positivity and just music, great vibes and comedy, and everything is intended to take people away from the crap that's going on in the world. And, it only came back to me just the last couple of days when I realized sometimes people just inadvertently, we're so used to the craziness of this world. And what we do is we take all of the drama that's going on in our lives and we just drop it on everybody. But the thing is, what everybody needs to know and understand when you come to the Real Talk program is this is where you come to get away from all of that. So if you can realize that, yeah, you know what? I got X, Y, and Z going on. I could go and drop it on everybody, or I can go to 50,000 other platforms and do that. And I can use the Real Talk platform for what it is, which is to get light and love and get healing light and love. This is what you get from the show. Like when you're in the chat and people are chilling it and you're here and you listen to the music and you're like, everything we're putting out here is healing energy, positivity to the fullest. I have a love for each and every one of you. I don't know you and I still love you. Avenging Pineapple. Love you. Don't even know you. But I love you. Because you know what? I could see a world where you're my brother or my sister. Like, how can you not? Oh, your skin color's different from mine. Really? Oh, you were born in a different part of the world? Like, I think it's so interesting. Now we live in a society where we're in 2021 where everything's kind of like universal. They're trying to go towards a new world order, right? But we're universal, if you think about it. And everyone still wants to divide us. Just because you were born over there, and I was born up there, and you were born over here. We're so different. Geography doesn't make us different. Skin color doesn't make us different. What we're taught makes us different. Our uniqueness makes us different. Absolutely. but our skin color, our nationalities, where we're born. Sorry I was born there and I look this way. It's mental. You are beautiful. I don't care where you're from, what you look like, you're beautiful. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. You were born somewhere, and no one should be prejudiced towards you for that. No one should be prejudiced towards you for your skin color, towards the way you look, or how you feel about anything. What makes us so unbelievably unique in this time, in this era, is that we should be able to speak our mind, to have meaningful debate, conversation that leads somewhere. They're trying to snuff it out. When you got the Zuckerchooches of the world trying to suppress my program and stuff like that's trying to bring us together, this is a real thing. I saw a guy today who's like a VP of lead of future development or something like that. That this is Project Veritas stuff. We should even play it on here because I love Project Veritas. And this guy was like, they need to be broken up. He's like, no king in history has ruled 2 billion people, but Mark Zuckerchooch rules 2 billion people. And think about it. They suppressed information about Sleep Sofa's stupid son, the idiot, Crackerjacker. Yeah, they suppressed that. Well, do you know the people that were on the left had no idea that even existed? They all thought it was fake news. It was Russian propaganda. There's never been... Russians are not the strong ones here, okay? They haven't been strong for a very long time. They don't care. They're trying to stay afloat. It's freaking China. You know who got that right?
That's right, winning big league. Look, if you can't figure it out, you're a stupid Sleep Sofa.
The one thing I want you to realize is this. I don't watch politics. I don't watch TV. I shut off my television on December 31st, 2018. I've been live with this world since my own television. I don't need the TV. I'll be the TV. And we will provide this show every single day forever. Keep me healthy. I'll be here with you. Okay, 805 days in a row. That's like a drop in the bucket. You ever seen, like, when you're looking at the hourglass and the sand starts to drop? That sand is full still up there, guys. There's like one drop on the ground. 805 days in a row. There's one freaking drop down there. So I'll be here tomorrow. The point is, we all need to start showing up in some capacity. If it's not here on this program in order to join and become one, show up in our own lives. Start making a positive change because it's not going to happen with the world we're living in. It's not going to happen if we follow the leaders of the world. They're not leaders. They're destructors. What they're trying to do is destroy our existence. That's the only thing that makes sense at this point. I can't make sense of anything else. I'm a common sense guy. I look at it. They're trying to destroy us. No other way around it. This is a world that's intended to keep us pushing up that freaking mountain and never being able to get to the top. This is what they do. They want us on that wheel. They want us in debt. They want us having to do what they say. They want to take away our freedoms. Absolutely. This isn't even a question anymore. When they censored me 9 times last year for CV-19 false information when I did not even say the words during those shows. We did do a new episode of the DJ T show, though. And whenever I do a new Trumper show, we get totally swamped. They would just drop me. I get like 2 views on Facebook. So now I'm at like 2 views totally on Facebook. If there's anybody follows me on Facebook, like Letty follows me on Facebook, my friends on Facebook, you guys should all follow me, even though I'm going to shut it down. I freaking hate it. The only reason I kept it is because my buddy John, who's like, you better not shut it down. He's like, I watch you still over there. I'm like, okay, I'll keep it up for my buddy John. So I love, look, you guys realize that's one person on Facebook who told me, no, please don't shut down Facebook because I watch you on Facebook. One person. I'll keep it open for him. As far as I know, nobody else sees it. Because I'll see 8 views, 12 views. We do 4 hours, 8 views, 12 views. Those are people who probably just scan by and happen to, whatever. John says, don't, please don't. I'll keep it for you, buddy. Each one of you are important to me. And we should all be important to each other. We're not expendable. I'm sick of the world we live in that's trying to treat each other so poorly and stepping all over each other. And the lies, the propaganda. If you can't see through it, wow. I don't know if it's easier for me to see through because I haven't watched TV in 805 days, but I just feel like it's so easy to see. It's so easy to see the lies and just what they're really trying to do, you know? Anyway, that was enough of a rant. I just wanted to say, I'm glad that I'm not sure if he or she stuck around, but in a way, I thank you for stopping by Avenging Pineapple, because I like a rant every once in a while. I like to rant every once in a while. You guys know that. And it used to be rants and going after them. I'm just talking about society instead of people, because I don't want to talk about anybody specific. Then you get really shut down. Although I did talk about the Zuckerchooch. I freaking hate that guy. I told you, one day I'm going to see that guy. You know that, right? I'm going to meet him one day. Like, I don't care what anybody thinks. One day, I'm never stopping this show. One day I'm going to freaking meet Mark Zuckerchooch. And I'm going to have a chance to say to him what I really think. And I'm filming it, by the way. Oh, yeah. I am filming that moment. So if you are watching right now, Zuckerchooch, because I think you do, or somebody in your freaking clan does not want this show out, and you're watching right now, I will meet your fearless leader one day. And believe me, he will fear what I have to say to him. Because people don't like to be told the truth, especially when you're someone like that, a lizard. He's a lizard. You know, and I'm just thinking to myself, they sit there in their ivory towers and they just push everybody down and they think they're going to win. And I use myself as the example because I know I will never stop, but I know others like me too. We will win. There is no way you can stop the light. And one of my philosophies is the only thing that could stop you is you. And I am not ever stopping. I will lead with that light that I have pouring out of me. And I'm just thankful to grab onto. When you connect for 805 days in a row, unscripted, and you just allow, it's a beautiful thing. And I want us all to get there. But I feel like this society's messing with our heads. Mine too, you know. Can't talk to friends anymore. Nobody's realistic. They just say stupid things. The posts that go on, it's like, in a way, I wish we could just shut it all off, you know. I mean, not this. I don't want to shut off the show ever, but shut off all the BS. You got to be able to get up and walk out of the room with everything, especially when it comes to these idiots. You got to get up and walk out of the room. And I'll find that sometimes I'm just about to push send on something, right? Deb! I'm just about to push send on something, and I'll be like, you know what's going to happen if I push send on this? All of a sudden, I'm going to get into a half a day thing with like 15 people who have a differing opinion, who hate the Trumper. And all of a sudden, it's going to be like, you're racist. And then I have to say, well, I've been live for X, blah, 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 and I'm trying to connect to what. Like, I don't want to have to say any of that anymore. It should be clear. What I'm trying to do here is to bring us all together. And I had a frank conversation with someone the other day. I said, look, my beliefs are not important. Because I believe things that people want me to talk about, and I can't talk about because if I do, it divides us from everybody else. And so the thing is, the people who do believe that thing should listen to the messages that I'm speaking and understand I'm speaking the same messages. These are the same words the man said. I just can't speak about someone, anyone at all, because then that divides us from the rest. Nobody understands. What was wrong or what was taken wrong by man, if it was 72 years or later or whatever when they wrote the scriptures, is that he wasn't here for a few people. He's here to put us all together. I know that because I'm here for 805 in a row doing it. I'm trying. And I think it would be a poor mission to try to go after just a group. That's not the way it worked. I just know. Because my goal, my mission that I'll be here for the rest of my life is to bring us all together. And which is why I don't talk about anybody specific. Talk about the positivity, the love, and the light we all have to share. Because those are the parts of all religions. And then it keeps us together. We need to come together like glue together instead of stop coming apart. And this is the only way I could see it. So I know I've had people say, oh, yeah, you should do this. You should do that. I'm like, look, you have to understand that the bigger picture is that if there are 7.7 billion of us, I'm not after a billion. I'm not after 1 billion. This is for all 7.7 billion. We are all unique. Everybody, no matter what they believe, is beautiful. No matter what they look like, they're beautiful. No matter what they have to feel inside, they're still beautiful. It's their own perspective. We got to start respecting that. And then allow things to happen and take place. But judgmental, like I have to say it was an interesting thing. I'm just going to say this because I don't think he'll ever come back. I thought it was an interesting thing that we had a deacon on here the other day who's being judgmental and saying like anything. Like, how could you be judgmental at all if you're a man of God? Like, I don't understand that. Like, that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. Open your heart to all. Allow them to come. If they don't, then it's their loss. But that heart stays open. This is what I kind of lose when people say they're religious, but then they do things like I don't understand. You could say I'm religious or I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I open my heart to all. I keep it open. This show is open to you. If you close yourself off to it, then you're done, Like I've also had that where people say like, someone a couple weeks ago said really like very, very bullyish type of stuff. I'm like, I've shown nothing but love to this dude and he's bullying me? Like, and saying like homophobe, like really weird stuff. Like, it's like, you know what? This is a positivity platform. I'm loving you. And then you do that. I'm sorry, you're done. And that's the way this show goes. If I'm going to be here every day for the rest of my life, I don't have time for people acting like that. You show up in my chat and I'm loving you and giving you love and light. And then you say anything like that to me at all. I'm sorry. We have to move forward with everybody. And we're here to stay in the light. And somebody who's a bad egg, a bad apple has to go. We don't have time for trolls. We don't have time for people who don't appreciate what we're doing here, because we will lose what we do have, which is time. We're going to lose time, lose the moments we have left here and in our own lives. Like I see someone bringing someone down. It's like, I don't get it, because it feels so much better when you make someone feel great. I just can't. Like this, I remember, I think in my 42 years, I've remembered making someone feel bad, and it's a terrible feeling. Like, unless you're some weird, twisted individual, it's a terrible feeling when you make someone feel bad. But I think it's a weird thing that a lot of people do that, You never know. Oh, thank you, Deb. I love my kids. I do have to say, like, it's, I'm doing everything. This is for my kids. This is for my family, because the world we live in is not a place for them to live. And I have got a 5, 11, and a 12-year-old, and I refuse to see them be 14, 20, and 21 and living in this world that everybody just turn to. I almost said the word that I want to say, because it's really turning to it. And so before I went to sleep, I just said to him, look, you guys have to understand, this is day 805 in a row. I said, if you want something in life, you have to go and get it. And you just have to keep going, no matter what anybody says. And if you believe in yourself, you just keep going. And all I can tell you is that it doesn't matter what your talents are, because I think I've proven no matter how good a song is, no matter how good a comedy bit is, you could still sit in a hole forever. So the question is, do you have what it takes to just keep going? Because that's what makes you feel good. It's what makes you feel balanced. And it's nice when you get messages like that across to them, where they understand, like, life isn't about what they tell you it's about. We need to find things that make us happy. We need to find things that bring us up a level. For me, entertaining the world is what brings me up a level. I have some people say, how do you get off of that energy, Mark? You know what? Being with you and putting on a show for you gives me that energy. It's a weird thing, but I love doing this so much that I just get energized by it. And then my mind starts seeing some stupid bit, and then we're off to the races, and that's what's so unique. I mean, I haven't done a rant like this in a little bit. It's definitely been all comedy, all music, because I've tried to stay away from all this, thick stuff, but it is important. This is real talk. This show started as this. Before I got into music and comedy, this is all I was doing. What we're doing right this second, what I've been doing for the last 15, 20 minutes, this is all I did for the first 318 days was talk to the world, try to provide some unique perspective. When I came up with the motto about a week and a half into this show of affecting a positive change, one person at a time, that's what's driven me. Because any sane person wouldn't do what I'm doing. Any sane individual wouldn't do what I'm doing. But if you take the perspective, you hold something close to you that you're here to affect a positive change one person at a time. You can't reach the world today. You may not. You may not while you're here, but you may one day. A different world, a different generation. I think it would be a pretty interesting thing. I wish I could be alive to see it, where someone comes across, like, I don't know, 8,000 days in a row of some guy going live for 3 hours a day doing this creative, like really crazy stuff. Dick Facce and Hammerlin, Jamison. Like, what other characters am I going to come up with? Stuck on Mars. I'm having a lot of fun, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the content because I'm all alone. All I can tell you is that if things do go where I know we're going to go, but if we can get there where I actually have people helping me, and I have like crews that can help me do the stuff I really have in my mind, like that's the thing. It was funny. Jacqueline said, do you wake up and just like you have comedy on your mind? I'm like, I'm not really sure. I don't think so, but I will tell you, like, comedy, just not even comedy, but bits, music, something I want to talk about, just something that makes me feel passionate and I want to get into later that night in the show. But throughout the day, always I'm thinking of things, and a lot of the stuff that I think of I can't accomplish right now because I'm all alone. A lot of them involve other actors and involve other situations where I can get into a bigger studio where I can actually really be like far away and walk up to the camera and do cool stuff like that. So, but again, for now, I am getting a lot of stuff done considering I am all alone. And I don't know, like I said, it's just silly stuff, right? I mean, the world needs something silly right now. And I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in a very long time, but the last time I saw it was freaking terrible. And I'm like, you know what? We could probably put on our own SNL and just put all of our comedy bits. Stuck on Mars, Hammerlin, Jamison, Facce. I could do one night of Facce. It would be better than anything SNL could ever do. Guaranteed. I have so many. I got 90 Facce bits. And they're just all different and all stupid. But Facce is so awesome. I love Facce. Oh, the Facce kills me. In fact, I got to see a little Facce right now. I got to see the Facce. How dare you? You can't do the Facce and put them on over there. Like this to me is probably the best thing I've ever done of Facce, just because, well, I mean, the God bit with Peter Parker is amazing, but this whole thing with the wet market, I think, is just so silly, awesome, and it makes me cry every time I watch it. Just because, well, you know what makes me cry? Every time he turns, he goes, "What? No, it's not. It's not fresh meat. It's disgusting meat." That's what he says. It's disgusting meat. Oh, and then he says, "Do you want Dungang fever? Come on, they got it over here." Oh my goodness. The crazy thing, guys, is this is all improvisation, right? And so when Facce goes and says, "You want malaria? You want Dungang fever? Yeah, come on over. They got it over here." That is gold right there. Check this out. Here we go. One of my favorite things ever is Facce.
Did you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their body at any given moment? Seems crazy.
We should watch that one next time. That's a good comedy bit. I should do like a Facce in front of him.
I'm here at the friggin' comedy.
Wait, what are we doing? We just did this one. How dare you? Hold on a minute. There we go. Here's the link.
How long you been waiting? You got any fresh meat in there? How long has it been sitting out? I mean, what are we doing here? I come down to get a fresh cut. You got it sitting out there, flies, 17 days. How dare you? I can't figure. Do I need a number? Lady, we gonna talk? Do I gotta stand behind her? Oh, you smell. What the hell did you eat? How dare you? I'm gonna stand over here, okay? Nobody cutting me, okay? I'm after her. I'm after her, okay? Like, no, you can't go by me. It's her than me, okay? What? No, they don't have fresh meat. No, it's disgusting meat. They got freaking mosquitoes all over it. Hey, you want malaria? You want Dungang fever? Come on over. They got it over here. What are we doing over here? How long is this freaking line? Hey, Toots, what are you getting? What are you getting? You getting that alligator still? Okay. Not too friendly over here, I see. Do we get numbers? What are we supposed to do? Like when do I know that I'm up? I can't figure what's going on. This lady won't talk to me. Excuse me. Right? Excuse me. Can you tell me, how is the salamander? And do you get monkey brains? Do you like cook them? What do we do? She won't talk. Do you speak English? Do you speak the English? What are you doing? How dare this? I can't figure. Do I have to jump around back here? I'm just trying to get attention. I'm looking for some bok choy. How dare you? You can't give me the monkey brains? What are we doing over here? I don't know if I can wait any longer. Is there a bathroom anywhere? I gotta go. I'm looking for, it's not a number 2. Is there a bathroom? What are we doing? Lady, can you let me go next, please? I gotta go to the bathroom. And you're like doing this whole thing where you're gonna get like freaking sardines or whatever. Let me ask you a question. Wet market? So you're here, right? Serving the meat, chicken and pork to the people. Some fish too, I imagine. It smells like fish. I don't know. She does, at least. You can't, I don't know, pay respect and maybe get some meat that's not 74 years old? I see gray meat. I see the flies dying when they go and try to eat the meat. This isn't good. Hold on now, man. What are we doing? Lady, can you move? You're like Sonny in my freaking bit. Do we have a manager? Where are we? I'm gonna stand there all freaking day waiting for him to say next. I'm not next. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 9 people in freaking front of me. Hold on now, man. I needed a fresh cut. I needed a fresh cut. You can't bring me a fresh cut. I can't figure. I come down to get my fresh cut from Wet Market. You think they can say, hey, you know what, Facce, we'll put you in there first, okay? You come on next. I got this lady over here. She smells like freaking fish. I don't even know what she ate. Could be something else going on over there. I can't figure. She won't even talk to me. You got a problem, lady? Elbow in the fire. Hold on now a minute, lady. What'd you say? I'm sorry. Elbow in the fudge. What do we do? You come down to the Wet Market. You try to get some pork and beans? What are you looking for? I'm next after this lady. You want to go in front of me? I'm sorry. I've been sitting here for 17 minutes. This lady smells terrible. I don't know what they're cooking up over there. I see flies everywhere. I see flies going, then they die. Fly going, then they die. What am I still standing here for? I don't even know. This guy over here is having a good time, though. He's enjoying it. Hey, buddy, why don't you chill it out over there? I mean, seriously? Oh, look at me. I'm having such a good time. How dare you? You come down, you disrespect me by sitting there and having a good time like this, watching them chop the freaking heads off the ducks. What do we do? I just can't figure it out. I don't even know anymore. Hold on now, man. Smelly lady over there. What am I still doing at this wet market? I can't get respect. You think one of them would say, oh, Dick Facce is here. No. They got me standing out here behind Smelly Lady. I'm thinking about giving her an elbow in the Facce. What, you can't get an elbow in the Facce from the Facce? Hold on now, man. Hold on now, man. You want to get a kick in the side from the Facce? What do we do? Eish, that's like my other move. You don't even know it. He says it's my 92-degree black belt. I'll come across, I'm just like, what's up? How you doing? Bam. Huzzah! Elbow in the Facce. You can't take an elbow in the Facce and say, I'm sorry. They should have respect. Bok choy, let me get some of that. Could I get a pork and chips? I'm looking for chicken. What are we doing over there? Can I get myself? I need some of that really, really terrible octopus. She smells like it. Could I get some to go home? To bring? Give me it in a freaking paper bag. What are we doing? This guy over here. What is this guy doing? Buddy, look at them armpits. This guy smells like Vietnam. The bad time of Vietnam, when they were killing people and they were in the friggin' river. Hey, the rice paddies and stuff. I was there for a little while. The elbow in the Facce. You can't disrespect the Facce. They're disrespecting the Facce. I'm here. I don't even have a freaking typo. I gotta stand around. Ain't get no respect. I can't figure. What are we doing? Smelly lady over here. It's the last time I'm coming to this wet market.
Oh,
What are you doing
man.
on the
I'm sorry, I left a gentleman alone in my apartment.
The last time I go to this wet market. Oh, Tim, I'll get around to that tonight. Yeah, I haven't played actually, it's been a little while since I played the Real Talk Family Jam. So I'll get the guitar out in a little while and do that. Let me see what I got over here. I'm eating Mike and Ike's. I love Mike and Ike's. They're good. They're not good for you probably, but I like them. Whatever. Let me play you something here. Guys, whenever you really need some, I would say like accurate space information, go to the Wages World show. If you've not followed Wages yet, please do that. That's my brother. And if you want a goofball who doesn't know what he's talking about, but says all the stuff that you hear on Wages World, but literally has no idea what the hell he's saying, meet Wayne Doppler.
Wages, thank you very much for sending it back to me. Wayne Doppler, tallest man in history, 8'9". You could find me in the Guinness book. They actually needed 4 pages to get the full Dopp. Wayne Doppler in front of the prototype for the Doppler 5001. Wages, I know you asked me about the Doppler 5001. There it is! I actually made it out of Legos. And then from there, they took it and said, you know what, I think we can actually scale this. And now I'm pretty close to it, not that close, but remember, I'm 8'9". Wayne Doppler, the freaking Dops. And, so look, I wanted to make sure you understand how the Doppler 5001 works. When you're dealing with the magnetosphere, you're gonna wanna get the Doppler 5001 tuned in, right? Because cosmic rays may attack that magnetosphere, right? So hold on, just stay with me for a second. The Doppler's onto something. So when that heliosphere starts to affect the cosmic rays and the magnetosphere, then you're going to start to have an issue with the solar vortex. So stay back. You don't want to have any problems with the solar vortex, because when the sun diver and the solar vortex intertwine, then you've got solar flares. Solar flares everywheres. Look, that's my slogan for the day. We're going to have a slogan for the day every day for old Wayne Doppler. This one is solar flares everywheres. And remember that it all culminates with a CME at the end, right into planet Earth. And we're going to have issues, so make sure you go to EMP Shield at the bottom of the Real Talk page, because there's a discount, and it also helps Mark Pires' Real Talk's program. Wayne Doppler doesn't need the help. Rich, very rich man, Wayne Doppler, Doppler 5000. I am the patent holder, also tallest man in history, 8'9". So when it comes down to noctilucent clouds, what does the Doppler 5001 do? Are you kidding me? The Doppler 5001 was specifically designed to dial in on the noctilucent clouds. And then on top of that, when they produce solar rain, Doppler 5001 is all over it. And look, I think this is what it does. The Doppler 5001 just kind of does it all. I mean, it literally, when people would say, hey, how's the weather, Doppler 5000? I'd even duck and go like that, and I could tell them, hey, it's gonna rain. It started raining. Oh, it did? Yeah, it did start raining. Doppler 5000. I just get the weather faster than everyone else. We took that to a whole new level with the 5001 model. Now we actually satellited it. It's a real satellite over there instead of the DOPS. So taller than the DOPS, gets the weather quicker than the DOPS. And then on top of it, we are going into the Earth strike zone. And when we do that, the Doppler 5001 can give us advanced warning. So it does. The DOPS! I'm not finished yet, though. So much more is accomplished with the Doppler 5001. When it comes down to diagnosing where a solar flare is coming from the east or the west limb of the sun, we need the Doppler 5001 to give us that information. And we have it. So we're providing that now to the Wages World program, so they get up-to-date information on their elliptical, rainstorm, solar flares, nocturnal clouds, noctilucents. You know what I'm talking about. But don't forget the most important thing. We have to talk about the bow shock. Gotta talk about the bow shock. We can't not talk about the bow shock. Tallest man in history. When it comes to the bow shock, don't get Eddie Murphy involved, all right? He played Bowfinger, and that's close. So we're keeping him away from the bow shock. And remember the interplanetary magnetic field, the lines, AKA the IMF lines? Those are closed field lines. You didn't know that they were closed field lines? Wayne Doppler, tallest man in history. I can't even stand in frame. Look at that. My hair, I can't even stand in frame. Doppler 5001, if you'd like to donate to the Doppler 5001 Planetary Advancement Fund, just go to Doppler 5001 6543 679 or 3.14 62 845. I hope you have a great day, Dops.com. And I appreciate you. Have a great day. Wayne Doppler signing off. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to tell you the most important thing about the Doppler 5000. Advanced earthquake warnings. Ding, 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 ding. Doppler. I'm all over it. I'm having the advanced warnings of the earthquakes. The seismograph tells you one thing. Doppler tells you everything. So make sure you tune into the Dops. I'm going to be laying it all out for you. And you'll have a couple of helioplots in the process. Maybe a couple of, very low frequency, VLFs. We're going to get those in there. And potentially a couple of, very high frequency, situations going on as well. At the end of the day, when you're dealing with the Cascadia subduction zone, you want to make sure that you are not being subductive. You don't want to be subductive to the Cascadia subduction zone. You got to give it some space. You do your thing. Dops is doing his thing over here. 8'9". I don't need a subduction zone, okay? I don't want to be subducted, okay? Thanks for coming out. Look, I think that's enough of the Dops for the day. I'm feeling a little tired, 8'9". The air is thinner up here, and I need a break, take a nap down at normal 6 foot level. When I sit down, I'm still sitting at 6 feet. It's weird, I know. But that's where I get normal air oxygenation. That's one of the problems for old, there's problems for old Doppler. And that's why we're creating the 5001.
Well, MJ, I may have to. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's where the Doppler is. I may have to back you on this one just to see, because this will give us a little bit more, a little different of an angle of the Dops. You tell me. Maybe this is, maybe it's not. We'll see right now. You tell me. Ready? Here we go. He keeps switching between photos. He had Mark Zuckerberg for a little while. Hilarious. All right, here we go. This one is 1-800-CALL-DOPS.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. That's right, I never did that before. Dr. Wayne Doppler. I am the accomplished inventor and patent holder of the Doppler 5000 and the soon-to-be released Doppler 5001. The features and specifications of the Doppler 5001 can be found online at godops.com. And when you're there, make sure you give it an old poundaroo and sign up for the mailing list. You want to make sure you know when we drop new products, like maybe the 5002. We don't know! The Doppler is always creating, and you never know when he's coming out with a new Doppler system. I didn't want you to see what's going on behind me way back there. Darn it. That over there, the Doppler 5002. We're working on it. And look, I don't want you to look too close at it. It's got a diamond array system. It's the way we're able to see into these planetary origins as well as the solar activity on the left and the right side of the sun. And Wayne Doppler is the genius behind it all. GoDops.com, and remember, you've been Doppler ganged. Wayne Doppler here in the Doppler 5001. We have a very exciting event to share with you this evening. We are capturing views of the solar vortex. And today is especially important because we have a CME coming to planet Earth, and Doppler 5001 caught it first. That's right, because it's the Doppler! I'm the Doppelganger! Hold on. I want you to understand one thing about the 5001. It has an extra pulsar mechanism when you need to cut through the dark matter in order to capture the views of the solar winds. You can do that with the Doppler 5001. Yeah. I designed it. I developed it. Of course you could do that. Doppler went through all of the knickknacks, the paddywhacks, and gave the dog a friggin' bone. And now we got the 5001 over here. You know, I need you to understand how important it is that we have this for the civilization, okay? Before the 5001, you weren't able to get advanced notifications and warnings when there's an earthquake, when there's a CME, when you had solar wind, and when you could tell also that, there's a guy on Mars. These are things you could find out with the 5001. We are currently observing everything at once with the 5001. You see, it started because I'm 8'9", and I was able to always give a proper prediction on the weather. It's gonna rain. When? Right now. Oh, it is. I win. I was always winning, okay? Oh my goodness, it's gonna be windy. It is. Oh, it is. I just felt the wind too. I felt it first. Dops felt it first. When the Dops feels the gust of Mother Nature, you got to give credit where credit is due, okay? When Doppler feels the first sprinkle of springtime on his beautiful head of hair, you give credit where credit is due. And when the robins go on the dew of the summer day and they get that smelly thing going, you gotta give the Doppler his due. I'm not really sure about that last thing, but Doppler is here to take you through the paradox of space weather, and I'll continue to do that for you with the unending support and service of my creation, the Doppler 5001. And remember, if all goes well, we will be delivering the 5002 by tomorrow at 6 p.m. Look, we need to stay ahead of the game. Remember how laptops you'd get I got the 2.1 gigahertz. I got the 2.1 gigahertz. Look how good I'm doing. I got a 2.1. Tomorrow, the 2.2 came out. Hold on, wait, I just got the 2.1. It's crap now. The 2.1 is crap. You should have waited until tomorrow, and you would have got the 2.2. But you're stuck with the 2.1. The next day, the 2.3 came out, and you're like, holy cow, I really got an out-of-date, obsolete laptop. Right? That's what happens in space weather as well. If Wayne Doppler is not creating the 5002, then somebody else is going to become the tallest man on the planet. And they'll have a better weather system. You can't beat the Doppler as tallest man. That's Guinness. That's Guinness. I'm there, 4 pages, arm, chest, arm, head. The head actually almost considered to be all 4 pages if you think about it. But anyway, I'm in there. Doppler. The 5002 will be available on limited service order to everywhere but China. And you can order yours now at godops.com. Remember, there is a discount code, Dopplerganger.76243, Starlight 64. Dopsel. Dopsel's a weird thing, I know, but we're going with it. If you put it in there, we'll get that discount to you. The thing is, nobody really knows how to get all that crap I just sent into the discount code area, so we haven't given a discount code out yet. But I keep throwing them out there. I think somebody at some point is going to say, what the hell's a niner? I don't know. I'm not sure. Doppler's out here just throwing them out, throwing it this way. I'm going to the sky. Look, when you're Doppler, it's kind of what you're dealing with is pure genius. And also, you have to deal with birds flying and kind of being in their way. You know how the birds will sometimes run into windows? They run into the Doppler. I'm just walking down the street. Oh, I'm just going. I got hit in the face with a pelican. Where did the pelican come from? Well, you're freaking 8'9", Dops. Maybe you shouldn't be 8'9". Or maybe when you walk, you should walk on your knees. If you walk on your knees, then and that works because the pelicans will just fly right over your 6'5" self when you're kneeling on your knees. I'm 6'5" on my knees. So really, I kind of have a hard time getting around. Look, Doppler is finished with his bit. Okay, I'm signing off for the day. We got enough out of 5001. 5002's on the plan. We're working on it. What's the 5002 going to do over the 5001, Doppler? How about this? Everything! It's going to just take it up another notch. Oh, well, but you already did it all in the 5001. Did I? Just wait and see. You don't even understand what we're bringing to the next 5002. Doppler is in the process of developing it. Okay, did you see that head of hair? This head of hair develops ideas. Lego, scale, reality. That's what we do when you're Wayne Doppler, 8'9", Guinness Book holder, tallest man alive, and also the creator of the most amazing weather system on the planet, the Doppler 5001. Bye, Dad.
By Menon. That's my bit, too. I love By Menon. That's how Facce came back to life. I was like, By Menon. I came to buy Menon. How dare you not sell me, man? Hold on. I've been saving up my nickels, my dimes, my quarters, my pennies. I put $2 bills in like a piggy bank, right? I got 20s separated in another piggy bank. Got a couple hundreds underneath my bed, right? You telling me you don't want to sell me Menon now? How dare you? You can't tell me Buy Menon my whole friggin' life. And then all of a sudden you're like, it's not for sale. It's false advertising you. That's you. You're a false advertiser. Buy Menon. I came to friggin' buy it. Now you're gonna give me the old Heisman Trophy winner? How dare you? I came here bucket of cash. Sonny, what are we doing, Sonny? I asked him to come and pay respect. They can't pay respect, Sonny. I mean, what are we doing? Real talk family, they come down. Bucket of cash. I came to buy Menon. You're not gonna sell me it? I bought a contract. Sonny's got it hiding in his left fist. Sonny, open your dumb fist. Let me get that contract. How dare you? I can't figure you out. Hold on, nah. So you're gonna sit there, cough cup and all like that, like a dum-dum? Hey, real talk family's waiting for you to just say hi and nod your stupid fists. Why don't you just bang them on the table? Oh, I forgot, you'll break the table. You'll into piece splintered. You'll splinter the table with your dumb hands. Sunday, put down the cough cup. I'm sorry. This is what we're dealing with. Let's see, I'm going back to the main screen. Whoa, how do we get there? By Menon. Holy cow. So good to see you. You're my friend. So guys, that was that. Some craziness in this world. I'm going to play you one more thing. Tim's still with us when I do get over to doing our little music. Just want to make sure he's around. I'm contemplating a little Stuck on Mars action. I really like the Stuck on Mars series, obviously, but it's longer in the tooth. It's longer in the tooth. I think what I may do instead at the moment is give you the old double combo routine. This is a bit that I thought of when I was about 19, never did anything about it. Like a lot of things that I thought of in my life until recently. And this is a good example of one that I was like, it would be really cool to shoot this thing. Never did it. Now we're in 2021, and guess what? I'm freaking doing it all. An album a month. I'm dropping movies left and right. New sci-fi series Stuck on Mars. By the way, you didn't see that yet. Maybe I should play that for you. But for now, check this out, guys. This is me in 2006.
Did you know that the average adult has
2006.
After 30 days, I could not believe my before and after picture. I literally rolled back the hand.
Little steel drum action. I'm trying to find this there it is, xylophone. Ready? Might be a little too loud. There's a long delay on that, though. We can work something on that. And then it's always like one of those old drug commercials. It's like, and then Roger came into the room with hash. Hey, Bobby, do you want to try this hash? What's that all about? It's really cool, dude. What's that noise in the background? Seriously, you should check it out. My mom's out back. Always call your parents first. I've been coming up with little things I've been thinking about lately. I've been doing magic. I've been doing these, like, sometimes I levitated once. It was a true story. And then someone was like, wow, that's really cool. You know, Jesus was able to walk on water. And I said, I know, I've heard stories, you know. So I started thinking about it, and I'm a true believer in the one called the Christ, but I just was thinking about the whole walking on water thing, and I know what really happened. It's a sandbar. Right? You know? He was in charge of the ship that night. Everybody else is asleep. And he hits the sandbar, he gets out to move the friggin' boat, and they're like, dude, look at Jesus, he's walking on water. And of course, come on, Jesus is like a ham. He loved it. He was like, yeah, guys, check it out, I'm walking on water. It's late at night, you can't see that there's sand underneath the water 3 inches down. And Jesus walking on water, they're in the middle of the ocean. Sandbars are everywhere, let me tell you. That's my theory, I don't know if it's true or not. This looks really cool, looks like it's a really friendly area. I gotta say, because I come from like 20 minutes to a half hour outside of New York City, the coldest place on the planet, let me tell you, seriously. You know what my favorite thing to do is when I go on elevators in New York City, because you know what, have anybody here been in New York City on an elevator? Okay, a couple people have. You know how like awkward it gets on there, because nobody says anything. It's always like this melting pot, it's people from all over the world in this elevator at one time. Everybody's looking at the wall, nobody says a thing. So what I like to do is I have one of my buddies with me usually, he's in one corner, I'm in the other. And I'll do the fake fart. You guys ever done this? You ever done this? You're just sitting there and it's completely quiet and you just go, brr. All right, this is my idea. You see it finally. "15 years later. Not much.
Hi, boys. How are you?
Like your shirt. Star Wars.
It is a nice shirt, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Did you?
Is that you?
It was clearly you. Oh my.
Did he just fart on the elevator?
Yes, he just farted on the elevator.
Disgusting.
Totally. Oh my goodness. Get away. Just get away from us. You're terrible. That smelly butt. Do you mind if I get closer to you? I'm sorry.
Hey, how you doing? What's up? Not much.
Hey, how's it going there, fellas?
Like your shirt. Star Wars.
Star Wars. What are you, a little 7-year-old? How dare you? Are you kidding? Did you just...
Is that you?
You're about to get an elbow in the fudge. You can't fart.
Did he just fart
on the
elevator?
Yeah, he just farted The elevator. I'm gonna stand closer to you. Disgusting is right. You're a pig. You ever been elbowed in the Facce? How dare you?
Hey, how you doing? What's up? Not much.
Excuse me. How you doing?
Like your shirt. Star Wars.
I'm not wearing a Star Wars shirt. What are you talking? Oh, him. Whatever. Are you freaking... Did you just...
Is that you?
It was you. Are you kidding? You want an elbow in the Facce?
Did he just fart on the elevator?
Yeah, he just farted on the... How dare you? It's disgusting is right. I can't think of you. You can fart on the elevator? I'm gonna kick this guy. What are we doing over here?
Hey, how you doing? What's up? Not much.
Hi,
Like your
boys.
shirt. Star Wars.
It does have a nice shirt. Oh my goodness. Did you just...
Is that you?
It was not... It was clearly you. Are you kidding me? You farted on the elevator?
The elevator?
Yes, he just farted. Right. You're disgusting. I'm sorry. Do you mind if I get closer to you? This guy's gross. Get away. I'm gonna call the super.
Hey, how you doing? What's up?
Oh, hold the door. Hold the door. Can you push 8 for me? Thank you.
Like your shirt. Star Wars.
Thank you. Oh, him. Okay. Oh my goodness. Are you... Are you... No, it was you. It was him. Are you...
Did he just fart on the elevator?
Yeah, he just farted right in the elevator. You're disgusting. Get the hell away from us. I'm gonna get close to you. Do you mind? You're a pig. Freaking rock and roller.
Hey, how you doing? What's up? Not much. Like your shirt. Star Wars.
Gentlemen.
Is that you?
What? The freaking elevator
Did he
vibrated.
just fart on the elevator?
Yeah, this guy, seismic, over here. What did you eat? What the hell? Oh, are you kidding me? You're freaking gross, dude. Okay. Freaking rock and roller. How dare you? Hold on, nah, man. You gonna hang?
I'm cutting in there. Rock and rolla. Rock and rolla. So, guys, we're going to try something tonight. It is Monday night. We're going to try to cut this right at 2 hours tonight. I have to try something here to see. Maybe even it's just for a couple of days, weeks. I don't know. But we have to try to see if we can. I don't know if it matters. But I notice I see other creators, they stop right before 2 hours. Like there's some sort of issue with going over 2 hours. Like YouTube doesn't like channels that go over 2 hours for their shows. I don't know. But I thought if I do that and see if it matters, because I noticed again we went up and then we went back down. So I don't know what this. It just keeps being the same freaking roller coaster ride. So I'm like, maybe I should try something different with the length of the shows. The shows, I can't stop. The show's great. I mean, as far as what we do, we just let the moment happen and take us somewhere. It's not like we're specifically aiming for 3 hours or 4 hours. It just happens. Pavilla, how are you? So good to see you. Boa noite. Guys, there's someone from Portugal. Letty, are you here? If Letty's here, she could speak with you because Letty actually speaks Portuguese. I don't speak enough. I only know to say boa noite and bom dia, and I could say obrigado. I think those are the words I know to say. I'm gonna do here is play a little song we call the. Whoa! Hold on a minute. We already listened to you. It's a great song, but we already listened to you. Hold on a minute. Monday night, real talk show, getting down, oh, but never too low. Gonna touch the sky with my friends. Make this positivity never end. Oh, oh, oh. Real talk family jam. Real talk family jam. We're kicking it. I see Dana shiver in the chat, and Pavilla Eliza's here too, I think, from Brazil or Portugal, or maybe both, I don't know. And I see Sydney kicking it with me. Let's get down, quiet soul, it's what we all need. In 6 hours says hi, Pavilla. Is the Real Talk Family Jam. It's a special version for our brother Tim. Real Talk Family Jam. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't I'll be here to lift you up. All we got to do is stick together. Will you stick with me? Will you stick with me? Will you stick with me? Whoa. Will you stay with me? There's always tomorrow, 'cause this moment can take us by surprise. 'Cause we're always thinking about yesterday. We're always thinking about what we got to do tomorrow. Never focused on this moment, so when this moment takes us by surprise, we can capture that feeling,
can't suppress that pain. No, we can't stop that overwhelming feeling rushing through our veins. We have that real talk family jam. The real talk family jam. Real talk family jam, family jam. Real talk family jam is the real talk family jam, family jam, family jam. No, 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 no. Family jam, family jam, family jam. Family jam, family jam, family jam. Tim, hopefully that made you feel somewhat better, brother. Kato! Oh my goodness! So good to see you, Kato. GTSY to Kato. Woo! It is so good to see you, Kato. So. So guys, so if we're only going to do another 17 minutes, 16 minutes, do I play you a song and a Stuck on Mars, or do you just want to hear music the rest of the way? Tim, thank you, brother. I hope you get, keep going, brother, and just remember whatever I said there mattered. I said something there at the end that was an improv that should have applied to this situation. But that's I think what I said there. Now I'm thinking back, something about how we spend so much time thinking about yesterday and tomorrow, that when now actually hits us in the face, it's like super overwhelming because we're not used to living in the moment. You're the best, Kato. I'm so glad you're here.
I would make you breakfast in bed every day for you. I would fly for you. I would cry. I know my part. I've seen you waiting inside my head. I want life with you, anything for you. Anything for you. Anything for you. Anything for you. For you, I would breathe underwater. I'd figure out a way. For you, I would swim across the ocean just to be with you again. And I know my place. I've seen you waiting inside my head. I need love with you and anything for you. 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 Anything for It's like a song I started in 2002, maybe, never finished. Maybe I finished it just now, but I'm not certain. Still things could be improved, but don't play it very often. Oh, by the way, I'll check that SIG, but I want to say thank you to Jim Williams, my brother. Thank you so much for your donation. Guys, super appreciated. If you can't donate, like, comment, and share. That's the way to donate. Tell a friend. play here for you. Holding your voice, holding your truth. It only gets you in trouble in 2021. You can't be the sun, no. If you try, they'll water you down. So we stay back in the leaves in the fields and try to stay in the distance, so they can't try to grab us and try to keep our spirits down. But they keep on trying and they keep succeeding, and we don't know what to do. Screw Mark Zuckerberg. Screw Zuckerberg. The Mark Zuckerberg song. I should write a song about that freaking chooch. His song would be more like, Mark Zuckerberg is a chooch. Yes, he is a chooch. He runs the Facebook organization, and he is a big fat chooch. But he's not fat, no, he's an alien. Oh my goodness. Mark, stop talking to me like that, Mark, or I'll keep shadow banning you. Okay, well, I'm used to that now, Zuckerchooch. It would be weird if you didn't shadow ban me. It's been 805 days. If all of a sudden I wasn't shadow banned, I'd be like, whoa. Lizard chooch. Something here, hold on. Yeah, we can get rid of that. sun sets on another day. And we will play with whatever time we've got. 805 in a row. The Real Talk Show. That's a cool tune. Guys, we just broke my idea of going under 2 hours. How dare me. How dare me. How dare me do that, go past, and then now all of a sudden we're into the 2 hour plus mark. Chris Donaldson, thank you so much for the donation. You rock and roll. You're a rock and roller. And 6 hour, I haven't checked, but thank you so much. You said you are the man, obviously. I love you. Lil Red, you were awesome. I went today and I checked out your practice for your mom. You're working on for Elise. And I gave you a thumbs up. I was trying, the comments weren't on, but I would have told you in the comments that I'm very proud of you, that you're continuing to practice every day. Keep it up. And it's a weird thing, guys, but there's no way to explain it. But the more you practice, the more you play your guitar, all of a sudden one day, like, things click, you know? And then, like, you start to be able to do things. And so it made me happy to hear that. And I'm going to give Lil a little, just so she can... just to hear the full piece so she could have it in her mind when she keeps practicing on what it sounds like. The bottom line is this here, which is awesome. I heard you killing that. So now the rest of the songs, this is, okay, so I took guitar lessons, 6 guitar lessons in my life, and it wasn't to learn anything but this. I love this song more than anything, so it made me happy that you like this song too. I love this tune. Sorry, I just got a message. I'm so happy that you're doing it, Lil, because you know what it is? Most people start trying to play, and then they stop practicing. I'm like, it all just is like practice and practice and practice, and one day it clicks. And that's why when people buy a beat seat, I'm like, you do know it's practice, right? Like, you don't just get the beat seat and do what I'm doing. Like, I practiced so I can kick this thing when I'm playing. That's not like just something you do right out the box. You have to practice and practice, and then you get it down. 2 weeks, I was able to do this. I was able to get one beat comfortably while I played songs. And I'd be like, okay, now I gotta speed it up. And then once you get that comfortable, then you can be like, you know, then you're rocking and rolling. Oh, Texas Lady, thank you so much. I'm glad. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's funny. It's so true. I only took guitar lessons for 6 months. It was 6 lessons, 1 a month. And it was just to learn the Fur Elise. I sat down with the guy. He goes, so what do you want to learn? I go, the Fur Elise. He started laughing. I said, I'm serious. He goes, no, I mean, do you want to learn like theory? Do you want to learn chord progressions? Do you want to learn scales? I said, I want to learn the Fur Elise. And I said, I'm not even joking. I said, I want you to teach me the Fur Elise on the guitar. I don't know theory. You're not going to teach me theory now. I already wrote 15 songs. At that point, I'd written 15 songs. I'm like, I've already written 15 songs. So I know the major chords. What else are you going to teach me? I'm ignorant. I should have been like, just teach me. Yes, give me everything. But instead, I was like, teach me how to play. And the thing is, that's the full song. There's notes below you can't get. There's nothing below an E. So he had to take a few notes out, but this is all 6 strings when you play it that way. You know what I mean? So you get the whole vibe, which I love, that's what I said to him. I said, I want to be able to play the whole song like it sounds on the piano, but I don't know how to play the piano. So can you teach me how to play on the guitar? And he goes, well, I'll have to write it out for you. I said, just write it out and I'll figure it out. Song though, good tune, right? Trying to save our battery life there. So we got the Real Talk Family Jam in. It was a nice version, and then we did a couple other cool things, I think, too. Like that For You song was pretty solid tonight. Ooh, yes, played on your saxophone would be really cool. Oh goodness, guys. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny. ATN said that he used to teach guitar and that most people were like me, that they had specific tunes in mind. You know what? Texas sort of like I mean, I guess because I didn't learn anything from him, but that's the only thing I ever learned from somebody. Everything else I figured out on my own. But even, I joke about it, like, and it used to be a funny thing. I only played had a few bands, and then now I've been on my own since 2000. I think it's since 2004. I put together small things, but it's always been just me putting bands around me since 2004. And so basically, when I wrote songs, they would joke, like, I'd have people backing me up to be like, "Oh, what key are you in?" I'd be like, "I don't know." This key of a song that I just wrote that nobody's ever heard before. Here you go. You tell me what key am I in? You'd be like, oh, you're in the key of B. I'd be like, okay, thanks. I'm the songwriter. I have no idea what key I'm in. You know? But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because music is music. And if you could feel it, you could hear it, then everybody else who knows it can actually jump right in. You know what I mean? So people who do know the theory could hear what I'm doing and say, oh, I could play along with that dude. And I could play along with them, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, like, I think it's funny. I'll go and I'll tune into TikTok. I tuned into someone I clicked in. It was some dude. He was like, yeah, watch this when I play Mixolydian into Aeolian into, and I'm like, I have no idea what the dude's saying. And he starts playing and I'm like, oh, I could hear the differences. And I'm like, I think I could probably do that without knowing what I'm doing. But there's terms and names for all these things. I just didn't, you know, I kicked myself that I didn't go back and like learn that, you know. I always thought it'd be probably more interesting. That's just like never had anybody teach me and just figured it all out. But it's not wise. You should be like a sponge and pick up everything. I've got this weird thing going on, Texas. This is like an issue I've got. And it's not an issue, but I think it's a little bit of my stubborn Aries / like, I don't know. It's a stubborn thing. But like when I was writing music, specifically when I was trying to make it as a singer-songwriter, when I was 20 years old until 28, then I met my wife and I hung the freaking guitar up. I was like, done. But from 20 to 28, I was trying to make it in the music business, right? I'm writing all these songs. And my issue, the issue that I had is, oh geez, now I forget what I was talking about. I hear Max making noise upstairs now all of a sudden. Okay, so the issue that I had was this. I don't like to be influenced by others. So when I was writing music, I shut off everything. I didn't listen to other musicians anymore. I didn't listen to any music. You know what I listened to? And this is probably why I'm so silly now with my own green screen and everything. I used to listen to TV shows, to comedies, to it's crazy. I used to have like a DVR that would tape CDs or DVDs, right? And I used to have like favorite shows. The ones that I would get, like my favorite shows I couldn't watch on TV, I would burn to a DVD. This is when I was like younger, you know? And this is when DVDs were a thing. I'd burn them to a DVD. This is when I used to listen to like Opie and Anthony. I'd burn them to a DVD. And I would, my father's a builder. Before I got into real estate, I worked construction and I'd be on the road as a musician. Those were my things, right? And when I was on the road as a musician, I would drive all over the country and I wasn't listening to music. If I was, it was fine tuning my own night from the night before. I'd listen to the show. And afterwards I would throw on Seinfeld, the full season 2. And then I'd go to season 3 when I get to Pennsylvania or whatever, because I'm driving for 14 hours straight. I listened to the entire Seinfeld, like from season 1 all the way through the last Seinfeld. When I was on tour out in the Midwest, from when I left to Wisconsin, I had listened to the whole thing. And I loved it. I could just listen to it and I could visualize it all. So as I'm listening, I can visualize Kramer coming in, sliding in that door. I could see it. And I could see Jerry and I could hear George, Jerry, I'm dying, Jerry. And I could just visualize these freaking animals, you know? And my favorite shows, when I'd already seen them and knew what the concept was, when I listened, I could visualize the scene taking place in that story, almost like they used to do before there was TV. People would have to use their imaginations, you know? And so I used to do that. And I think that's why I'm so stupid silly now, because I used to use my own imagination to imagine what these people were doing and how it looked. Most times it looked very similar. But this is, I think, what happens when you like something. You know, when you really like something, you tune into it, you know? I always loved comedy. I always loved music, you know? Like I think it's funny. I saw one of my buddies he put comedian on his tag, and I didn't realize he was doing that until just recently. Like he's doing a little bit of comedy, but I just thought about it. I don't call myself a comedian. You realize that? I say it's comedy show, but I've never called myself a comedian before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm a comedian. I'm just a guy who likes comedy, and I do a lot of silly things on my show. But I've never done stand-up in my life. You know, and I feel like comedian means you're a stand-up comedian, but maybe that's a soft interpretation of the word. I just have always assumed that comedian means like you've gone and done stand-up before. And I haven't done that. I mean, I guess you could say I have. I do it here. And I did it in 2006 at Gettysburg College. So yes, I guess I have. But getting up, just microphone until real talk, no. I always had a guitar in my hand. To me, that was a crutch. I always have the crutch of a guitar, you know, to start playing, do Christopher Walken over the guitar, that type of thing. Radio days, those were good memories, right? But so basically, you know, that's how I really, I'd say, honed into my comedic side even more and doing impressions. I would listen to these people and I would do their impressions. You know, and Christopher Walken, Al Pacino. You know how many times I listened to Scarface while I was driving to a different gig or whatever. How many times I heard, what's the name of that movie? What's the movie with Clicked with Christopher Walken and Adam Sandler? Christopher Walken and the Dead Zone TV show, the Dead Zone movie with Christopher Walken. All those I used to have them rolling in the car. Wow, when you're dying in Pulp Fiction, I had them all going. I loved all that stuff. The thing is, I got to a point where I stopped like completely and never really listened again. And I don't know what it was. I maybe had an issue with one of my systems it wasn't working anymore, and maybe I wasn't able to make discs or whatever it was. I didn't care because I stopped all that's so negative. Even the stuff that's entertainment is just meant to distract you from the fact that you're supposed to do something amazing with your time. Think about how many times Joe Dirt. Yeah, Joe Dirt. Wow, you do it again, stab you in the face. The soldering iron. If you didn't stab someone in the face with the soldering iron, then you haven't seen Joe Dirt. Oh, goodness. You guys are awesome. 2 hours, 16 minutes in, 12:36 in the morning, crack of dawning, wipe the cold at your eye. That's just me thinking, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you, Texas. Yeah, I'm not sure what classifies someone to be, I guess you can call yourself anything, And the fact that I can do, like, Dick Facce, create a character named Dick Facce, Hammerlin, Jamison, and Wayne Doppler. I guess, yeah, you would call me I should call I just don't know if I should classify myself as anything. I think this show is more of it's a variety program, so I don't like to say I'm one thing, that's the thing. I don't just say I'm a musician either. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure what to say at this show is because it's just so much stuff, Go, we need more cowbell. Wow. Etienne, and told you Real Talk. Well, guys, if you join the Real Talk family and you become a family member, like Lil Red knows this, and anybody else who's a member of the show will know this, you can use emojis, and one of them is Christopher Walken saying more cowbell. More cowbell. Wow, you're going to have it. More cowbell. Oh, my goodness. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. And... Yes, pushing cause of the tape recorder during commercials, Lil said. That's hilarious. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Lil said Andy Kaufman referred to himself as a song and dance man. I'm starting to like the idea of, because this was my buddy David who said this over on Facebook. He said, Renaissance man. It's the only thing that makes sense. This is everything. This is everything. I thought about just for about 5 minutes. I was like, what if I change the name of this channel to Renaissance Man? Because then it would, because Mark Pires Real Talk is just my name, and it's something called Real Talk. But if something was called Renaissance Man, I think the first thing I would have a thought of is this is everything at once. Right? I don't know. But I just thought about that for a second. It's like, this is philosophy and poetry. It's music. This is comedy. This is the moment taking place. It's positive energy. It's love. It's kindness. It's everything, But I think that would also sound very weird. You know what I mean? To do that. When he said that, I started stepping back. I'm like, yeah, man. You know what? I remember thinking about Da Vinci when I heard about that when I was a kid. Like you read about this guy. He was a mathematician. He was a musician. He was an actor. He did everything. Like I don't know what I consider myself, but I will dabble in everything and try to master it. You know what I mean? I don't like the idea of doing a, jack of all trades thing. Oh, quiet soul, have a good night. Okay. We'll see hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. But I don't like the idea of jack of all trades. You know what I mean? Like become a master at all of them. That's what you need to do. Sid still has a VHS. I think I do too, Sid. I just haven't watched TV in 2 years, so I really don't know what I have right now, to be honest. It's funny. It's been over 2 years. 805 days is well over 2 years. What is it? 730 days was my 2-year mark. But so let's think about this for a second. 2:20 in the morning. Definitely coming to the end of the night, because we need to get sleep on for tomorrow, day 806. Whatever. Records, you like records, ATN? That's kind of cool. But I'm curious what that would what would everybody think of that? Because I'm visualizing it. I think it would look pretty cool too. Like if you saw a Renaissance man just posted a video, a Renaissance man is live. It just seems like it's a channel instead of some guy with his name, with Real Talk at the end. Like the show is Real Talk. The name of the channel could be Renaissance Man. I mean, I'm just trying to find a way to make sure when people know, when they come here, it's not just what I'm doing now, or it's not just the music, or it's not just the comedy. A name like Renaissance Man would imply immediately that this is everything. But I don't know, does it? Or am I just thinking silly? I think it was even Sig who was telling me recently, he's like, you may want to consider jazzing up, whether it's change the name or something like that. I don't know. Lil likes it. Lil likes Renaissance Man. I don't know. Rebranded the whole show. Bean's back. Hey, Bean, good to see you. So good to see you, Bean. That is definitely an intriguing thought. I wouldn't know how to rebrand. I mean, it wouldn't really matter. It's not like we're branded right now, right? Real Talk and the Funky Bunch. Sig, you're funny. Real Talk and the Funky Bunch. See, the thing is, I don't know, I haven't looked around, but there's lots of people that throw Real Talk after their name. But theoretically, there could only be one Renaissance Man. You know what I mean? I don't know. Killy likes it. Yes, Renaissance Man. I don't know. I'm thinking it may have a little kick to it, guys. I mean, if there ever was somebody on YouTube that you could say was, in essence, for a YouTube channel, a Renaissance Man, right? I mean, who else is doing live songwriting, comedy, and inspirational content and positivity? I don't think anybody. So that would be unique in itself. I don't know. We'd have to figure out, what do we call it? We're still the Real Talk family, but we'd be the Renaissance family. Oh, Sig said to take time. Yeah, I think it's an idea. It's definitely something to consider. And it just sounded cool. And again, I think the idea that we could still call the show Mark Pires Real Talk, but the channel could be called Renaissance Man. You know what I mean? And actually, what's interesting about that is this. Let me just paint a picture for a second. So Renaissance Man being the name of the channel, Mark Pires Real Talk's the name of the show. Renaissance Man drops a piece of content, Facce, Hammerlin, whatever. It's part of the Real Talk show as well, you know what I mean? But it's still, the channel would be called Renaissance Man. I don't know. I'm not even sure how you'd do that. I think you'd be one or the other. So if you change the name of the channel, that's the name of the freaking channel. Dana likes Funky Bunch. Biden's family. I think it's definitely something to just be throwing around. But realistically, I mean, a name is nothing. I just think that that's a cool idea, because we are literally trying to always tell people what the show is about. Like, oh, hey, guys, stick around because there's a piece of music coming, or there's some piece of comedy or whatever. So, like, that would explain it without even having to say a word. But sticking with the name or adding to the name, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would change anything. But you never know. I'm sure there's lots of cute things you can come up with. Any name. Start thinking about it. Oh, guys. Yeah, right, Lil? Something like that? I mean, maybe I should, instead of being Real Talk, it should be Mark Pires Renaissance Man. Will's got a point. And you could say it's Mark Pires and it's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. Oh my goodness. Mark Pires Real Talk Renaissance. No. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool when David said that. And I don't know if David is tuning in on Facebook. I doubt it, but he said that the other day. And I was like, that is an easy way to explain what's going on here. Funky Renaissance Man. I like that too. Oh my goodness. Renaissance Mark. Renaissance Mark. No, that's not going to work. Oh goodness. You know what, guys? Will the young folk get it? That's a good question. That's a good question. You know what? I think Gene, you rock. Yeah, Gene says it doesn't really matter. She'll still be here. You're awesome, Gene. And I think that's another good point too, Sig. They're not showing up now, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that those people are not showing up because we don't have a cool nickname like Funky Bunch. The Real Talk family is the coolest name because that's better than any nickname. Like, to be a family is better, you know. The Funky family, the Real Talk Funky family, that could work. The Real Talk Funky fam. Oh, thank you, Bean. I appreciate you. It really means a lot. That really means a lot. Yeah, it is very discouraging, but I try to look past it and realize that, you know, the 20 of you guys together, we do some really great work, you know. But yeah, it has been 805 days. It's kind of tough when you're still trying to break through any sort of group to get through to the group of people that need to start feeling some positivity and some change. But then I start saying, but they are. We're here right now. So, you know, things happen if they're meant to happen. And again, I refuse to worry about tomorrow or the past because it's no guarantee any of it's happening. The Renaissance Men and the Resonators. Ooh, I like that. The Resonators. Ooh, guys, Dendy came out with the best one. Dendy, you rock. The Renaissance Man and the Resonators. Sally loves frog. Oh my goodness. The Resonators. That's cool. I like it. You know what? I was considering calling the next album that, but then I'm like, I don't know what to call the next album either. I was thinking about calling it Get On Board. I'm going through it now. I'm starting to break down the songs, so hopefully in the next week I'll have that up and running. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You're awesome. Sally, thank you. I hope you're doing okay. Hope today's a better day. And I was glad that you were here yesterday. Hopefully you had a fun time with us. And we really just try to make this a better atmosphere for everybody. Like I said, we're all going through crazy things in our lives. I don't know anybody who doesn't have something going on, right? And in general, life is hard. Like, I don't know anybody who has an easy life. I know people who have been able to retire and they're living an easier life, but they're still not easy. There's still things. Oh my goodness, Sally, that makes me so happy. I was saying that. I'm like, I really hope that they'll tune in and we can all get a kick together. Because I played Stuck on Mars last night, guys, which was a lot of fun. I love that show. I have to do an episode 4 for you. You guys know that. There's too many things going on. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get on earlier, okay, guys? Because this whole, like, 1 o'clock in the morning thing is not good for me. I gotta get to sleep earlier. You gotta get to sleep earlier. So, tomorrow, I'm going to try to get on around 7:30. Okay, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. No, I'm trying to get on as early as I can. If you guys have any requests you'd like me to get into, let me know. Oh, V-Dub's in the house. So good to see you. Definitely something to consider, to think about. But realistically, I think that, we're trying to accomplish a mission. I don't think the name matters. I do think that picking a name that people can understand what the show is about is kind of important. And it's hard to do that because a lot of people do have something they call blah, 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 real talk, blah, 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 real talk. So I don't have a unique name right now. Mark Pires Real Talk is not a unique name by any means. It's just what happened to naturally take place because I said it's Mark Pires and it's Real Talk. Wait, Curse of Oak Island is on? This is my favorite show. I think that's the only show I'll watch. I don't watch TV. But I'll watch Curse of Oak Island. That show rocks. Kira! So good to see you, Kira. Oh my goodness. Just when I'm about to say goodnight, then we bump up to a nice group of 24. I love you guys. If you haven't yet, give that like a smash. Gives us a little extra boost, hopefully. Get some other new people to see the show tonight. I'll tell you what, at the beginning of the show, there was a rant. There's about a 25-minute rant. I went after the society we live in, and I'll tell you what, we needed it. And it's because we had someone from Twitch come over and said, well, of course there's darkness. It's nighttime. And I was like, oh, that's funny. But then I went into a rant about the darkness of the world we're living in. And if you want to hear a good message, go back to check that out. I'm going to drop this whole show as a podcast, I think, because this is a pretty solid show here. I didn't really play much music, though. Just did the Real Talk Jam and like couple other songs. But it's crazy. I haven't been dropping a lot of podcasts. We've had some really good shows. So I got to get back into that. It's just tough, guys, because I'm trying to deliver on a level like this is a program that generates income, but it doesn't. And it's just all like a hobby. It's like literally. I saw a really nice message today. Teresa was like, oh, you look like you're having way more fun than you do selling real estate. I'm like, yeah, of course. I have such a fun time doing this with you guys. But I'm definitely spending way more time on it than I should. I just love doing it, And like I said, to keep generating content like this. And I didn't realize it until someone said, maybe you're doing too much because people don't have a chance to see anything, Oh my goodness. I'm happy that Sally, that you guys are all hanging out together. So crazy. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate that, Texas. Oh, Lil, I saw your message. We'll chat offline. We could figure out a way to help you out, all right? To do that. Like, we'll figure it out. I'll send you an email. And, just keep in mind, guys, the beat seat is a differentiator. If you are a musician and you want to try to do something, different, the beat seat provides an energy. It provides creativity and new ideas. Absolutely. So, keep that in mind. Who went to Oak Island? Oh, my goodness. ATN. I want to go to Oak Island so badly. Oh, guys. Remember, guys, tomorrow we do it all over again. So make sure you spread the word. Tell some peeps to join us tomorrow. And I don't know what we're going to do because I never know what we're going to do here. I just know it's day 806 tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to it. Oh, Kira likes the beat seat. That's awesome. It makes me happy. Oh, Kira, go and replay this show. I'll tell you, this was a solid show, especially that rant at the beginning. That was a pretty crazy rant. And then tomorrow, I'll try to throw another rant in there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I do. I just let things happen here. Oh, goodness, fam. Friends, you guys are awesome. Sid, Kira, Sig, Dana, Lil Red, Gene. Let's see, Chris Donaldson. I want to thank all of you guys for donating. I want to thank Texas, Sally Normus. So good to see you again and your family. Bean. Woo. V-Dubs. V-Dubs in the house too, guys. Don't get fresh. The V-Dubs is here. And Gene Blair, of course. So cool, guys. Oh, you guys are awesome. Kira, I'm wrapping it up now. It's 1 o'clock, but tomorrow I will absolutely play you a song. Come on, I'll be on here about 7:30, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay? And if you haven't yet, go and check out the music playlist. There's 180 songs on there, and they're all filled with passion and positivity. So, family, friends, Dana, Lil, Sid, Sally, Sig, Gene, Kira. Until tomorrow, Texas lady, I see you too. It's Mark Pires. And it's real talk. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away.